Hello guys, my name is James, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Episode 6 of Obi-Wan Kenobi starts with us back on Tatooine with Reva looking for Owen. Somehow she's got there before Obi-Wan and the others, and she's at full power now too. How did that happen? How did she recover from her injuries enough to make it here? Don't ask questions, just consume product and all that. Her goal here though is Luke, whom she's desperate to find. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan and the other rebels attempt to hold out from relentless blaster fire from Vader and the Star Destroyer. Obi-Wan admits to Leia that he's scared, but he's going to try and give Roken and the others some time by drawing Vader's attention away. He tasks Haja with getting Leia home and hugs the princess goodbye before leaving to face Vader one more time. Roken sets up a dropship, which Obi-Wan jumps into and takes off. The Grand Inquisitor believes they should keep tracking the rebels, but Vader is blinded by hate and demands they follow Obi-Wan. With the blaster fire failing, and Obi-Wan heading toward a deserted planet, Vader prepares his ship as he wants to face Obi-Wan alone on this planet. It turns out Obi-Wan has Lola in his possession. Why? Well, it's to stop him feeling so scared, apparently. On the surface of the planet, Obi-Wan and Vader fight. This time Obi-Wan isn't running away. But Vader gets the upper hand, taking out Obi-Wan and burying him under a whole rabble of rocks. "You have failed, Master," Vader says, taking off. Through the power of remembering Leia, Obi-Wan causes a shockwave to blast the rocks off him and confronts Vader, using rocks of his own to take out his former pupil. This time, Obi-Wan bests Anakin, knocking him down and causing sparks to fly from his helmet. In fact, he rips it open and manages to see Anakin inside. Obi-Wan's heart breaks as he sees his former pupil. Anakin is gone. "I am all what remains," Vader says. Obi-Wan eventually takes off, leaving Vader alone on the planet and the Star Destroyer, surprisingly, not firing or chasing Obi-Wan's ship. That's lucky. Meanwhile on Tatooine, Reva breaches the perimeter of Owen's farm after Owen puts Luke in hiding. When Reva approaches, with her broken lightsaber, Owen starts firing on her with his blaster. Owen protects Luke while he's inside the house, using a bit of metal to try and stave off Reva's lightsaber. It obviously doesn't work. "What do you want?" Owen asks. "Justice," the murderer says. Reva is blinded by hate, anger and suffering, sure sound like traits those in the dark side have, and eventually chases after Luke, lightsaber flashing an angry red. With Obi-Wan fresh from his victory over Vader, he heads down to Tatooine where Reva knocks out Luke and looks set to kill him. Before she does, she sees herself in Luke's position and, realizing she's pure evil, changes her mind. Reva carries an unconscious Luke across to Owen while Obi-Wan is watching on. This time Reva is on her knees before Obi-Wan and starts crying. "I couldn't do it," she says tearfully, somehow regretting the fact she was unable to kill a little boy with a lightsaber. I know this is her referencing the Jedi Temple and the younglings. "I jest. Have I become him?" the murderer asks, tears staining her eyes. Thinking back to the merciless way she cut an old lady's hand off, hunted Jedi, hung a Jedi in the middle of town before everyone, killed and murdered children and adults alike, tortured Leia and almost killed Luke, Obi-Wan says, "No. You have chosen not to. Who you become now, that is up to you." Reva drops her lightsaber, Obi-Wan helps her up and tells her she's free. And he walks away, leaving Reva to her devices. Meanwhile, Vader heads back to Mustafar and speaks to the Emperor about how he's going to probe every system and find Obi-Wan. The Emperor is not sure he's thinking clearly. Time passes and Leia is back on Alderaan, armed with the blaster holster that Obi-Wan gave her, something that's a reminder to Tala's sacrifice in Episode 5. Leia decides she wants to change some things in the established hierarchy, as Obi-Wan touches down and admits that Leia is the one who has saved him. After gushing praise on her, he warns Leia not to tell anyone about him if she should call on him in the future and takes off. What about Luke? Well, Obi-Wan decides to leave the cave and rides over to Owen's farm. Obi-Wan decides that Owen and Beru are the only protection Luke needs and decides to walk away, after meeting Luke with his trademark, "Hello there." After handing over the toy plane, Obi-Wan takes off and notices Qui-Gon's Force ghost out in the desert. He encourages Obi-Wan to follow as they leave Luke unprotected.